exercises, so I recommend you this. All right. So we are going to continue with another exercise, but in this case, they are going to be other kind of listening. They are not going to be talking about rubbish or trash or whatever. It's going to be different. So in this case, we are going to start with a little vocabulary that we have here related to money. All right. So we are going to drag the words to complete the definitions, and we are going to identify how to check these words in a dictionary. The first thing that you need to know is that every time that you look into a dictionary, you're going to find out these kind of letters that are at the very beginning of each one of the word, and that means the kind of word it is. If you have this combination, it means that it's an adjective. Remember that an adjective, it's a word that describes a person, a thing, or whatever. In the case of the noun, it is the name that is given to an object, to a person, to an animal, or anything that has a name. That's why it has an N, because it is N of a noun, right? So first of all, we are going to start with the first word that we have here, that is an adjective. And it means that is false, not genuine, and it is related to money. So what do you think it is the word that goes in here? What do you think it is, guys? Check out the words that you have there. You have banknote, magnifying glass, counterfeit, quid, coin, or denomination. All right, Cirilo, what do you think it is?
I think it's counterfeit.
Okay, we are going to put it like it is counterfeit, and yes, it is a counterfeit. What is a counterfeit? A counterfeit, it's a false kind of money. So for example, we already know that, for example, here in Mexico, we have like different kinds of features in our money, usually in the case of the bills, that we can identify very, very, very easily if it is a false or if it is a genuine kind of bill. So a counterfeit, it is like the way in which, well, they are like the way in which you can say that something is false or if it is genuine. So in this case, it means that it's false. The next one, the number two. Number two, somebody raise their hand, but again, lower it down. Otra vez alguien levantó la mano, pero la bajó, se arrepintió. Who was?
Me, I make a mistake.
All right, you made a mistake. All right, all right. Aide, I didn't say good evening to you. Good evening.
Good evening. I think is no banknote.
A banknote. It's a piece of
Yes.
money. Sorry, a piece of money made of paper. For example, 10 pounds. I don't think so.
Coin? No,
I
because
don't
it's
think
a
so.
paper.
It's a
Okay.
paper.
Denomination?
Quid?
A quid?
Banknote?
Banknote. Well, you're guessing, but yes, it is something like this. It is a banknote, and yes, it is correct. You were correct in the very beginning, I think. So yes, it's a
Okay.
banknote. A banknote, on this case, it is one form in which we can say that the bills are made of. One way to say banknote, it is the bills. All right, that's another name for that. The number three, you already mentioned it, a piece of money made of metal. For example, 2 pounds. On this case, it is a coin. We already know this. The number four says a device that you look through to make things appear bigger. What do you think it is?
Is magnified glass.
It's a
Magnifying glass.
magnifying glass. And yes, it is a magnifying glass. If you don't know what is a magnifying glass, this one is una lupa. All right, that's the name of that device in English. Magnifying glass. Si nosotros lo traducimos, vendría siendo un vidrio magnificador, pero suena mejor lupa. It sounds much better. But what about the number five? An informal word for a pound sterling. It costs one.
Quite.
Better?
Quite.
It is a, yes, it is a quid. It is pronounced quid. All right.
Libra.
The word quid Yes, the word quid is the informal way to say a pound. Originalmente, la palabra pound significa libra, ¿ok? Y es este símbolo medio extraño que parece el euro, pero no es un euro, de hecho es una libra esterlina. ¿Qué es lo que sucede aquí? Que la palabra quid vendría siendo el equivalente a decir una libra. Es como cuando nosotros aquí en español, aquí en México, le decimos varo al peso. Préstame 50 varos. Es lo mismo. Y en inglés puedes decirlo de esa manera. 50 quid vendría siendo el equivalente a decir 50 libras. And finally, the last one is the value of a banknote or a coin. And this one, it's super easy. Josué, tell me.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
One question.
Yes, tell me.
Quite is the word quite is only for the pound or maybe the dollar is same?
No, the quid is only to refer to pounds, not with cents. The cents are called pennies.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Thank
the
you.
people usually say something like this. They say like, it's, digamos que el precio de algo. It's 30 pounds and 50p. Así. It's 30 pounds and 50p. Los 50, el 50 que está así separado, vendrían siendo los centavos de la libra. Los centavos de la libra se les dicen pennies. Tal cual. Okay. O
Okay.
penny.
Oye,
All right. But they
o sea,
usually say
pero mi pregunta es si quite también se puede ocupar como para $1 o solamente es para libras.
solamente es para libras. En el caso de los dólares, a ellos en Estados Unidos usualmente le dicen bucks. Son los
Bucks.
billetes. Ujú.
Porque pennies sí también se dice para centavos, ¿no?
Yes, but they are the sense of the pounds.
Okay.
Yes. Cirilo,
Thank you.
what do you want us to say? Yes. Yes.
teacher, I'm confused. The banknote is the same a bill or
Yes,
what's
exactly.
mean?
It's the same as a bill. The thing is that this
or check?
this kind of no, actually a banknote, it is not a check. Actually, the check is called like that. All right. The thing is that the banknote, it's another way to say bill, and this one is usually used in the United Kingdom. All right. And as you can see, the material that we are using is related to British English. All right. And something that you need to know is that the English is worldwide. Sometimes you can find a person that comes from the United States, a person that comes from the European Union, someone that comes from the United Kingdom, and different places. So it is good that you know vocabulary from all around the world because it is very useful. But in this case, a banknote is another way to say bills. But this one is using the United Kingdom. It's more related to the British English. All right. So it is because of that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Don't call me sir. I'm not a sir. Anyways, we're going to continue with the next exercise. And as you can see here, what we're going to do is to literally, we are going to listen to this conversation and we are going to answer yes or no. All right. So we are going to listen to this exercise. Again, it is going to be British. It is going to be Cambridge style. We are going to listen it the first time to answer and the second time to corroborate our answers. So please pay attention in this.
Hi, Lorena. Come in.
Hi, James.
I'm doing the laundry for my mum. I've just put the clothes in the washing machine.
Shall I switch it on for you?
Go ahead. You can help do the ironing too.
By the way, did you check the pockets?
No, why?
Because there are some coins inside the machine. Listen.
Oh no! I had some money in my jeans. Stop the machine.
Calm down. You can't be open now. You'll have to wait.
But Lorena, it's not just coins. I had a £50 note in my jeans.
You had 50 quid. How come?
My grandma gave it to me yesterday. I plan to put it in the bank today. Oh, it'll be ruined.
No, it won't. Banknotes are made of special paper that contains linen. They can't be destroyed if they get wet. We learned about it at school in science. I know loads of facts about banknotes. Do you want to know some?
Go on then. Over to you, the money expert.
The Bank of England has printed banknotes for over 300 years, but we've only had the monarch's head on our banknotes since 1960. They started doing it then to try and prevent counterfeit notes.
Is it easy to print counterfeit notes?
No, it isn't. For a start, the paper is made especially for the Bank of England. And then, there are lots of things on a banknote that are difficult to copy. There's a special hologram on the front, and there's also a metallic line inside the banknote. It looks like a broken line, but when you hold the note to the light, it's actually a solid black line.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and there's micro lettering written under the monarch's head too. You need a magnifying glass to see it. Are you going to hang out the washing?
Yes, but not my banknote. I don't want it to be stolen.
Okay, so we are going to listen again to the audio. What do you think? Do you need a transcription or you're good with the audio only? Guys?
The audio?
The audio only without the transcription?
The audio with transcription, please.
The audio with the transcription. Okay.
Yes, agree.
So let me. Yeah, you agree with that. Okay, that's good. Pay attention to the audio.
Hi, Lorena. Come in.
Hi, James.
I'm doing the laundry for my mum. I've just put the clothes in the washing machine.
Shall I switch it on for you?
Go ahead. You can help do the ironing too.
By the way, did you check the pockets?
No, why?
Because there are some coins inside the machine. Listen.
Oh no! I had some money in my jeans. Stop the machine.
Calm down. You can't be open now. You'll have to wait.
But Lorena, it's not just coins. I had a £50 note in my jeans.
You had 50 quid. How come?
My grandma gave it to me yesterday. I plan to put it in the bank today. Oh, it'll be ruined.
No, it won't. Banknotes are made of special paper that contains linen. They can't be destroyed if they get wet. We learned about it at school in science. I know loads of facts about banknotes. Do you want to know some?
Go on then. Over to you, the money expert.
The Bank of England has printed banknotes for over 300 years, but we've only had the monarch's head on our banknotes since 1960. They started doing it then to try and prevent counterfeit notes.
Is it easy to print counterfeit notes?
No, it isn't. For a start, the paper is made especially for the Bank of England. And then, there are lots of things on a banknote that are difficult to copy. There's a special hologram on the front, and there's also a metallic line inside the banknote. It looks like a broken line, but when you hold the note to the light, it's actually a solid black line.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and there's micro lettering written under the monarch's head too. You need a magnifying glass to see it. Are you going to hang out the washing?
Yes, but not my banknote. I don't want it to be stolen.
Okay, so now is it clear? ¿Está más claro? or not so much? Well, British people talk kind of weird. But anyways, the first one says James' mom is doing the ironing. What do you think? Yes or no? What do you
Yes.
think, guys? Yes. Well, actually, it is a no. Why it is a no? Because the mom, well, because James' mom is not in the house. So she cannot do the ironing. The ironing means planchar. Como la mamá de James no está ahí en casa, pues obviamente no podía planchar. So, de hecho, en el propio audio, lo que dicen acerca de planchar es que, bueno, James le dice a Lorena
Después de lavar.
que sí, que ella puede planchar después de lavar. So it is like that. The next one says, it's impossible to stop the washing machine early.
Yes.
This one is a yes. How do we know this? Because the washing machine was already washing and maybe it was impossible for them. Actually, Lorena say that. Okay, so who wants to read the number 3? Number 3, who wants to read it?
No.
But who wants to read it?
Me.
All right. So, Bere, thank you very much. Can you read it, please?
Yes. Banknotes aren't made of normal paper.
What is it? Yes or no?
No.
It is a yes. Why it is a yes? Because here it says banknotes aren't made of normal paper. Los billetes no están hechos de un papel normal. Y de hecho, pues sí, es verdad esta oración, porque pues están hechos de lino. In English it is linen. Es un tipo de material que es como si fuera tela en lugar de papel como tal. So it is because of that. Number 4. Who wants to read it? Number 4. Anyone? Cirino, thank you very much. How is it? Can you read it?
British banknotes had the monarch's head on the them for 300 years.
Okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it is a no.
No.
All right. Why it is a no? Because they said on the audio that the monarch's head, well, the bills, in this case, the banknotes, have been made during 300 years. But we have only had the monarch's head on our banknotes since 1960. Okay? O sea, sí, los billetes han existido desde hace 300 años, pero
41.
the monarch's head is only since 1960. What about the number 5? Who wants to make it? All right. So, Jose, thank you. How is it?
Lorena explains how to make counterfeit banknotes. Yes.
Yes. In this case is yes. Actually, she says that people can make the counterfeit notes, but it is very, very difficult. It's muy difícil. Why it is like this? Because she says the paper is made specially for the Bank of England. Then there are lots of things on a banknote that are difficult to copy. There's a special hologram in the front. There's also a metallic line inside the banknote. It looks like a broken line, but when you hold it to the line, it's actually a solid black line. So she says like the process, but obviously, well, nobody can counterfeit this money because it is not possible. They don't have the same materials. What about the number 6? Number 6, Mauricio, thank you. How is it?
The metallic line in the banknote appears different with the light behind it. Yes.
So it is a yes. And it is true. Usually it looks like a broken line. O sea, se ve como si fuera una línea así como que está quebrada. But if you hold it against the light, you can see a solid black line that is across the bill. De hecho, es algo que antes se utilizaba en los billetes de 200 pesos y de 100 pesos. No sé si ustedes recuerden. Antes de que hicieran esas líneas como tipo hologramas de los caracoles, los famosos caracoles, antes de eso, los billetes tenían una línea negra que cruzaba a lo ancho. ¿Okay? Entonces, eso es básicamente lo mismo que este tipo de billetes. Tienen una línea metálica que al momento de ver la contraluz se alcanza a ver. What about the number 7? Number 7, who wants to make it? Bere, do you want to make it?
Yes. James
Ah,
plans to put his banknote on the washing line. I
What
think no.
You think no, and yes, that is true. It is no. The washing line vendría siendo un tendedero. And actually he says that he is not going to make it because he don't want it to get stolen. O sea, porque no quiere que se lo roben. Sí, pues tiene toda la razón del mundo. Nadie quiere que le roben el dinero. Imagínense, lo ponen ahí en el tendedero a que se seque. Ahí lo dejan unos 10 minutos y salen y ya no está. So it is like that. Okay, guys, so now we're finished with this, and we are going to continue with this last exercise, and then we're going to continue with our regular activities. Here it says, write these sentences in your language. How would you translate these sentences? For example, the one that says, go ahead, you can help do the ironing too. How do you think you can translate this sentence? Hay que recordar algo. Ironing, o la palabra iron como tal, si lo utilizamos como un sustantivo significa metal, significa acero. Okay, de ahí es donde viene Iron Man, el hombre de acero. Pero si lo utilizamos como un verbo, significa planchar. Entonces, ahí la situación. So, go ahead, you can help do the ironing too. ¿Cómo creen ustedes que podrían traducir esta oración? How do you think you can translate this? Okay. So, Josué, ¿cómo lo traducirías?
Puede ser, vamos, ¿puedes ayudarme a planchar también?
Okay, that is good. That is a good way. Entonces lo ponemos como vamos. Upsis, ese no era. Upsis, ese tampoco. Sorry about that.
Tampoco.
No. I don't know what's happening to me. So, vamos. Puedes ayudarme planchando también. Estoy medio tonto para este tipo de cosas. Ok, ahí les va. La oración que tenemos aquí es correcta. De hecho, es una forma en la cual podemos traducir, pero ojo con esto. Recuerden que las traducciones no son... Dame un segundo. Puedo hacer dos cosas a la vez. Ahí está. Bien, ¿qué es lo que sucede? Las oraciones al momento de traducirse de un idioma a otro, sea cual sea el idioma, no se pueden traducir de manera literal. Hay que hacer ciertas adaptaciones. Y por esa razón, las traducciones pueden modificarse y pueden hacerse de una manera u otra. En este caso, podemos tener más de una traducción con cada frase, porque a final de cuentas todo va dependiendo de la percepción de la persona. En este caso, la forma en que está traducido esto es correcto, pero puede que haya otras versiones. Por ejemplo, en lugar de vamos, podríamos decir adelante, o claro que sí, o X o Y cosa. Cualquier otra expresión que haga referencia a eso, a seguir adelante. En el caso de you can help do the ironing too, pues se traduce literalmente de esa manera. Puedes ayudarme planchando también. Entonces, esta oración está correcta. What about the number 2? ¿Cómo harían la traducción de la número 2? Aide.
Sería, por cierto, ¿ya checaste los bolsillos?
Ok, that is good. Por cierto. So it is, por cierto, coma, ¿ya checaste los bolsillos? Ahora sí, como les decía, ese tipo de traducciones pueden irse modificando dependiendo del lugar. Por ejemplo, en el caso de Aide, ella utilizó la expresión ya checaste, pero también puede ser ya revisaste, ya viste, ya, no sé, ya te aseguraste, o puede ser cualquier cosa. Y en el caso de los bolsillos también puede cambiar. Ya checaste las bolsas, ya viste las bolsas, ya viste los bolsillos, etcétera, etcétera, ¿no? Entonces todo va dependiendo de esa situación. Entonces, esa es la forma. Y la última, Bere, tú querías participar. So, how is the number 3? Over to you, the money expert.
It's like como let me think.
Yeah, don't worry.
Sobre ti o a ti eres experto en el dinero.
¿Ok? Más o menos por ahí va el asunto. La expresión over to you vendría siendo como algo así como decir, te lo dejo a ti. ¿Ok? O por ejemplo, puede ser también, dímelo tú. Entonces, esa expresión de over to you se puede traducir de muchas maneras. Lo que yo utilizaría personalmente sería, dímelo tú. Dímelo tú. ¿Okay? The money expert. ¿Cómo traducirías eso? Veré.
What?
¿Cómo traducirías eso?
De experto en el dinero.
Ok.
O el experto en dinero.
Ok, la experta en dinero en este caso. Dímelo tú, la experta en dinero. Tomando en cuenta el audio anterior, pues sabemos que estamos hablando acerca de una chica, porque es la que estaba explicando lo del dinero. Pero si nosotros no sabemos cómo traducir esto, si no sabemos si es hombre o mujer, al momento de traducirlo al español, se utiliza la forma masculina. ¿Okay? Entonces, en este caso sería de esa manera. Dímelo tú, el experto en dinero. En este caso sabemos que es una mujer. Por esa razón es la experta. La experta en dinero. Entonces, si ustedes hacen un tipo de traducción de esta manera, no se agüiten si no les sale a la primera o si ustedes dicen, es que no me suena bien. Realmente no hay una traducción perfecta, por así decirlo. Siempre va a haber adaptaciones dependiendo del lugar. Por esa razón es que hay cierto, bueno, más bien, no sé si ustedes hayan visto un caso particular, a lo mejor no, porque me imagino que no ven caricaturas, pero había una caricatura en Cartoon Network que se llamaba Hora de Aventura. A ver si se acuerdan de esa. Bueno, les comento qué fue lo que sucedió ahí. Resulta que en esta serie, en esta caricatura, había un personaje que hablaba con muchos mexicanismos. Entonces, ¿qué fue lo que sucedió? Que Cartoon Network dijo, oye, ¿sabes qué? Estamos recibiendo muchas quejas de Latinoamérica porque dicen que utilizas muchos mexicanismos y por esa razón no entienden lo que dices al momento de estar haciendo el doblaje. Entonces, ¿qué fue lo que sucedió? Que modificó la manera en la cual se traducía y la manera en la cual se hacía el doblaje para que fuera parejo para toda Latinoamérica. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que sucede? Cuando una persona hace una traducción o algo por el estilo, siempre tiene que buscar cuál es la lengua término. En este caso, la lengua término es el español latinoamericano. Entonces, ¿qué sucede? Que muchas veces nosotros decimos, es que yo sí lo entiendo, pero también hay que ponerse a pensar, si yo se lo pongo a una persona de Chile, a una persona de Argentina, ¿me lo va a entender? Entonces, por esa razón les digo, no hay una traducción perfecta. La traducción siempre tiene que ser de acuerdo a quien lo va a leer. ¿Okay? Entonces, por ahí si tienen pensado hacer algún tipo de traducción, siempre piensen en eso. ¿Quién va a leer lo que yo traduzca? Y de esa manera, pues ustedes pueden hacer una traducción un poquito mejor. Cosas que uno aprende en la universidad. But anyways, bien chicos, ahora sí, ya terminamos con este último ejercicio. Y pues bueno, con eso terminaríamos la clase del día de hoy. Yo sé que todavía faltan 10 minutitos, así que si ustedes gustan y si tienen alguna duda que ustedes digan, es que siempre he tenido esta duda acerca del inglés, me la pueden hacer ahorita en este momento, ya para comernos esos 10 minutos.